Former New York City Police Commissioner Bernard Kerik joins us now. So the president gets the backing of the FOP, but there are other law enforcement officials or former officials who are going with Joe Biden, notably among them the former Republican Attorney General of the state of Arizona, who said this: President Trump failed to protect America, so now he's trying to scare America. I talked to law enforcement officers all across the country, and none of them believe there will be less violence in America if Donald Trump is reelected. That's Grant Woods, the former Attorney General of Arizona, and once again, he is a Republican. What do you think about the tapering off of violence if the president is reelected? Is it going to happen?
Yeah, I think it's going to happen, John, because I think the president's going to try to hold these mayors and governors accountable. Keep in mind, when the crime goes up in these cities, it's not the responsibility of the president. It's the responsibility of the mayor and the governor. And if they can't do their job, the president's going to try to put them in a position to hold them accountable to do their job. As for the numbers, 175, 180 versus the 355,000 in the FOP. The National Association of Police Organizations has 241,000. They've supported him. The New York City PBA, 40,000. They've supported him, and a number of others. So I'd say he's got about 800,000 versus Biden, who has about 175.
Here is the latest attack line from Joe Biden when it comes to the police and law enforcement versus President Trump. Listen.
We lost more cops this year to COVID than on patrol. It's a reminder how an already dangerous job, law enforcement, has gotten more dangerous because of Trump's mismanagement.
So now Joe Biden is conflating COVID and, police deaths and blaming them on President Trump.
That's all, John. Honestly, it's pretty disgusting. It's almost like saying that the cops that died on 9/11 under my command was my responsibility and not that of the terrorists that flew those planes into the towers. Yes, there's cops that died. There's correction officers that died as a result of COVID. None of that had anything to do with the president himself. Bottom line is the law enforcement in this country support the president overwhelmingly compared to Biden and the Democratic Party because they get to see on a daily basis they're not supported. They're not indemnified. They're not given the resources they want. The Democratic Party and Joe Biden wants to defund, diminish their authority, their responsibility, and that continues in Joe Biden's Democratic Party.
Real quickly, I got to get to this. Gun violence up 166% in New York City. In Chicago and New York, cops are preparing for what they fear is going to be a very violent weekend. How do you put a stop to this?
The same exact way that Giuliani and I did from 1994 to 2002. Give the cops the resources they need to do their job. Give them the manpower they need to do their job. Make sure the DAs back them and support them and institute the laws and enforce the laws that are going to hold the criminals accountable. Don't let them out of jail like de Blasio did in New York City. Don't take the cops off the street. Don't diminish the budget. That's how you do it.
Bernard Kerik, former police commissioner for the city of New York. Thank you.